Guys, I need your help. I need your help with saving Christmas. The best kind of games are free games, and by that I don't mean piracy, demos, trials, shareware, or free-to-play, but you can buy boxes with stuff in them kind of free. What I mean are freeware games, such as today's video topic, Happyland Adventures. A full game, for free, no strings attached. Happyland Adventures was created by Free Lunch Design, which as far as I know was a one-man company ran by Joan Pates. He also made Operation Space Hog, Alex the Alligator games and the famous Icy Tower. All his games were freeware, available to download through his site. Were, as the site no longer exists and does not work. The Wayback Machine shows that Free Lunch Design was apparently acquired by Palringo and effectively died off, sending all the games to the grave. Which is a shame, since it's hard to find these games without them being bundled with spyware and stuff nowadays. Ugh. The original game was released in the year 2000, but we're more interested in the later version, the Xmas Edition. Surprisingly, after all these years, it still works perfectly fine on any Windows machine ranging from Windows 98 to Windows 10. When you start a game, you're greeted by a very simple selection screen, allowing you to select which set of levels you want to run, the Christmas special, the original levels, or custom maps as the game ships with a map editor. Select the Xmas episodes and enjoy the intro.
Hey, wanna hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Yeah, the first time I heard this, I thought I was gonna go deaf. But anyway, Santa needs your help, as his helpers have disappeared and it's up our doggy friend to save them. Or else Christmas is over. Oh no! The game starts in a rather green and happy place, as the first tutorial sort of level uses the music and the title set of the original game. But from the second level onward, it's nothing but snow and ice. Happyland Adventures is a very simple, easy to pick up and play platformer in which your goal is to rescue Happylanders, small creatures in various shapes and sizes. To save these fellas, you have to bring them to these turquoise areas that sort of remind me of pool tiles. You can gather 5 of these little guys maximum to get to follow you, and they mimic your every move, which is kind of amusing, especially when you die. This also serves as a checkpoint, as the game remembers how many you already saved when you die, as death resets the entire level. There are 3 ways to die: touching enemies, falling on spikes, or bottomless pits. Well, 4 if you count in running out of time. There are one-hit deaths except enemies. You can pick up hearts, which will grant you up to 2 extra hits. Enemies don't do much except pacing back and forth at different speeds, so they're fairly easy to avoid. Each level has a set number of Happylanders you need to save in order to open the exit, but it's not necessary to save all of them. If you decide to go the extra mile though, there's a reward. All enemies turn into golden coins, and if you collect them all, you'll get a bonus stage at the end, but you must be sure to be quick, as you have to make it in time before the timer runs out. You can also bring a spare Happylander to the exit with you and get a special bonus stage, so it's kind of interesting how you have the choice of pursuing that bonus level or the special stage. It offers a simple screen filled with goodies to collect, and after a few seconds it starts throwing in more and more items into the level for you to frantically run, jump around and collect. But what's the incentive exactly? Points? Well, also. The main incentive is that for every 250 items you get an extra life, which do come in handy, as you only get a single continue. And that's about it regarding the basics of the game. It has simple and tight controls, offers a good challenge and a nice amount of entertainment. So what does the Christmas edition bring? A lot actually. One thing is that it does feature more than one music track, as the original had one music track played throughout all of the levels. Yeah, you can see how this would drive you mad. This time around it's all Christmas midis, which is just wonderful to listen to. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, and Jingle Bells. These and many more will put you right into that Christmas mood. While I do like the old school OPL3 music, this game I actually prefer to play on the Microsoft GS Wavetable synth, you know, the built one in Windows, as that's pretty much what I was using the first time I've encountered this game, and that's just how my childhood remembers it. And if that doesn't set the mood right, the graphics will help with that, as you go through a winter wonderland of new sprite work. All the pickups are now festive: lollipops, candy canes, gift socks, Christmas puddings, gift boxes, stars, bells and whatnot. It is unmistakably a Christmas game. There's no extra background effects like snow, and the game introduced slopes, ice physics, sliding and switch triggers. Ice is ice in like pretty much any game, it's slippery. Slopes allow you to gain momentum, which lets you pull off long distance jumps. You can also combine it with ice physics and slide underneath enemies, knocking them up for a short period. There are also switches that trigger elements of the levels on and off, but you have to keep in mind these are global. With all that, the game is, in my opinion, a lot harder than the base game, but I still think it's a fair challenge. As someone who knows the levels pretty well, it took me 1.5 hours to beat it, but not in a single run. So, what if you're unable to complete the game in a single run? One thing is a continue, but the second are passwords. Almost every level has 5 hidden magic spheres, which will grant you a password for the next level so you can continue your game from that point. They're also simple sentences, so they're easy to remember, like "don't turn around," "where's the damn cat," and practical advice like "don't eat yellow snow." That's the second time a game advises me not to do that. And with this, we segue into some criticisms I have towards the game. Secret areas. Finding them isn't too hard, but I feel they could have been better dealt with. Most secrets are just rooms that seemingly aren't connected to anything that gives you a hint that there's a secret passage somewhere, but there's absolutely no indication where that could be, so you're stuck into just, humping and jumping into walls. But what is bad is that some secret areas are just single block spaces, and these are the ones that often hide the password spheres. It can be a little annoying. For example, there's one level where I have no idea where the 5th sphere is, and I'm pretty sure I tried every single block on the level. Another thing that I sort of don't like is how sometimes these same tiles will and won't have collisions, depending on the level. For example, I can jump on these windows, but not on these. There's also parts like here where you can stand on this block perfectly fine, but not on this piece. And finally, when jumping on ice, it can be really confusing, as jumping can cancel out the momentum, and when sliding with speed, you lose it instantly the moment you let go of the arrow keys. I can't explain it exactly, but if you play this part of the game, you'll know exactly what I mean. Despite that, I still think it's a really good game and a perfect fit for the holiday season gaming. There's a total of 16 levels to beat, it offers a good challenge, has a great theme, lovely Christmas music, graphics, and the best part, it's free! Simple, short and sweet, and after beating it, the Santa will thank you and drop a giant gift box on top of your head for all your troubles. Merry Christmas, everyone.